And whenever I speak to Tanya, she is just walking in or out of a meeting. Literally thousands of emails and phone calls and teleconferences. Who loves teleconferences? No one. So, Tanya is the woman driving this. She's an architect, an author, an artist, of course, currently completing your PhD, which has been sacrificed for you, for your benefit, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, please make it very welcome, Tanya Davidge.
Thank you, Brett. Welcome. It's so wonderful to see you all here in the square. And we all know why we're here. We're here because we care about Fed Square. We don't want to see an Apple store in the heart of this beautiful public space. We don't want to see an Apple store right here replacing this beautiful building. And we're here to tell the Andrews government to reverse this deeply unpopular decision. Because in this case, it would be what the people want. We know that the people of Victoria are upset. An opinion poll in The Age showed almost 80% of over 10,000 respondents did not think an Apple store in Fed Square was the best use of public space. The Herald Sun thinks an Apple store should be located elsewhere in the city, and there's over 100,000 signatures on petitions opposing this store. And you are all here in the square, and I thank you for coming. We don't want to see our state government give away our Fed Square without public consultation to a corporation with little connection to our cultural and civic values, because this space is an incredibly Melbourne space and we've made it our own. We all know what's wrong with this. It's the wrong process, it's the wrong location, and it's the wrong design. The state government is telling us stories by trying to sell us an Apple store. The state government is telling us that Fed Square is losing money and needs more visitors. But we know that Fed Square is cash flow positive and that it gets more visitors than the Sydney Opera House. The state government is telling us that Apple is innovative. But this tells me that the government has no idea what innovation means. Apple's established, it's not innovative. 20 years ago, Nokia was the touchstone for innovation, but where are they now? Apple will have a 20-year lease on this space, but who knows where they'll be in 20 years. This is not the way to plan for the future of Federation Square. The state government is telling us that this flagship store puts Melbourne on the map, that it makes us an international city, and that we should be grateful. But Melbourne already is an international city, yes, and I am grateful. The state government is telling us that the Fed Square Civic and Cultural Charter says it's okay to have commercial tenants here. But the Charter also tells us that tenants must align with the cultural and civic values of the square. Apple skews the balance of Fed Square from civic and cultural focus to a retail focus. I mean, look at this square. Look how much retail space it will be taking up. So make no mistake, no matter how they dress it up, Apple is in the business of selling Apple products, not making public space. This proposal puts product before people, and it's something that we don't want to see. And finally, the state government is telling us it's okay. This proposal is okay because one of the original architects, Donald Bates, says it's okay. But one of the original architects, another one of the original architects, Peter Davidson, has lent us one of his beautiful drawings to use as part of our fundraising campaign. And I'd like to say that a picture is worth 1,000 words. The reality is that architecture can only ever provide the framework for public space. Good architecture provides a good framework, but it doesn't make public space. People make public space. Thank you. Public space is made by the people who come here and participate in this space, by people who make memories and connections in the square, to other cultures, to historic moments, and to cultural and social activity. It's made by us, and we're making it right now. And we demand a say in this proposal. Thank you. So what do we want? We want the Andrews government to reverse the decision, first and foremost. We want the Andrews government to put people first in public space. through community consultation and by placing cultural and civic values over retail values. We want the Andrews government to produce a visionary plan for Federation Square, because Apple is a symptom of a lack of vision. It's not a solution. Fed Square needs a visionary master